With over 50 operators within Rainbow Six Siege, there are some operators that don't get the love they deserve. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 slept on operators. The operators that are in your team and you think, why did this guy pick this operator? And then you jump in a match and they absolutely destroy the enemy team. These could also be considered the operators that you don't see too much but are actually quite decent, and I think these operators do deserve a bit more love. So coming in at the number 5 spot, which is probably the most controversial operator on this list because he is used in Pro League a lot, but within ranked, if I'm going to be honest, I don't see him too much, and I do think this operator deserves a lot more love, and this is Mute. I don't see him get picked way too often. He has the same loadout as Smoke, and Smoke is considered top tier. Although with Smoke you could play a bit more aggressive than Mute, but what Mute can do is deny drones, deny thermite charges, deny Hibana. He's a 2-speed, so he can do a bit of both roaming and anchoring. He, does have that shotgun for the close range gameplay, and then the SMG-11 to back that up, and maybe a bit medium range gunfights. But honestly, him having 4 jammers, being able to also stop lie-in scans when you step in him, you can walk around freely as you want, so you don't get scanned by lie-in. If you're getting called by Dokkaebi, walk into your jammers, that's instantly gone. So I think Mute is really slept on. He has I love Mute. He has the best elite skin, which has nothing to do with this, but he is like my 4th most played operator. And I personally have a little connection with Mute. Yes, he is seen in Pro League a lot, hence he is good, he's in Pro League, but I don't think he has that love that he deserves. So that is Mute in the number 5 spot. Coming in the number 4th spot, we have Cutcan. Who can? Cutcan. Cutcan can do so much that you might not even realize. Him just being able to place 5 traps and then do what he wants. It's kind of like Jaeger. You place down your 3 ADSs, run off, do whatever you want. Cutcan, place all 5 of your traps, which bearing in mind they do between 40 to 60 damage. Having a great gun, his gun is amazing. 2 speed, 2 armor. Obviously his traps are the main thing here, right? Listen, 5 traps, place them anywhere on the map, 60 damage depending on the operator. That could bring the entire team down to 40 HP. Bearing in mind, not all your traps are going to go off. Bearing in mind, one operator could walk into 2 traps. That's them dead. But I think Cutcan brings so much to the team people don't realise, and that is why his win rate is so high. He does do damage to the team without having to do anything. He has a great weapon. He's a 2 speed, 2 armor, and it's Cutcan. He can do anything. I think it's because, you place the traps down and they get damage and then people kill them. And then they get credit for the kill, even though you trapped them. But placing traps doesn't really take any skill. I guess the placement does. But Cutcan, I think he does deserve a bit more love. People can see Cutcan on a team and kind of think you're throwing, depending on the rank. I mean, he's good all around. I think people are starting to love him. But I honestly think it's the meta. Some metas he could be considered throwing, other metas he could be considered a complete god. So that is Cutcan in the number 4th spot. Coming in at number 3, we have Nock. I know I've mentioned many times that I think Nock is a little underwhelming. I think we should buff her. I did a whole rework concept video on her. But honestly, we do have to give Nock some love. Although despite I do believe she should become a 3-speed, there are moments where Nock is amazing. She feels amazing in those moments that you do get that play. She is seen in Pro League depending on the map, the situation, but I think Nock really shines in those situations when it comes to it. There are Nock mains out there. I understand your feeling when people say buff Nock, blah blah blah. Nock mains are like, honestly, you just need to play her to see how she is. I don't think she needs any changes, just play her and then you will see how good she really is. And yeah, I understand you, which is why she's on this list. Number 3, she's slept on. I have to admit it. She's good. She's, you know, her weapon got buffed. I believe it's now a 3-shot down to kill people, or 3-shot kill, which is really good. I think the gadget is amazing, just the concept of it, her whole character, her being this sneaky girl, the costume, I love it. All of it, I love. You know, it feels amazing when you sneak up on people and kill them and do all these sick plays with her. Being able to not be seen on the cameras and so on and so on. She does have a pretty good loadout, to be honest. I did want the MP7 on her, but honestly, after her recent buff on her main FMJ or FMG, the weapon isn't all too bad. So I feel the people out there that main knock and they have to tell people like, just play her, she's good. So that is why she's on this list. She has an amazing gadget. I love the whole concept of it. You know, she should be played as a lone wolf operator. She should be solo. Like, literally her voice lines state, like, activate in hell, don't follow me. I believe that's one of her voice lines. Don't follow me. So why is it every time I play knock, I have 3 people all around me? I'm sorry, but knock, lone wolf, she's really good. I honestly have nothing else to say about her. She's really fun as well. I guess that's something else to, you know, be happy of, and I feel like I'm just rambling on with knock. So number 2 is Ying. Ying, slept on. She is amazing. I'm kind of scared with her new buff, honestly. Having 4 candelas. Just think about the last time you got murdered by Ying. You're sitting on site and, oh Lord forgive me, your screen is white, your pupils have shrunken to 1mm, and that's it, you're dead. 1 tap in the head, you're gone. But when you're attacking, playing as knock, it feels amazing. Just, you walk on site, they can't do anything. They're all blind. And that is why I'm so scared for her buff. Because honestly, she's not picked much. She's really good though, but she's not picked. She had an LMG with 80 bullets, what more could you ask for? And her LMG is getting a buff as well, and an extra candela. Oh, now I'm really scared. But yeah, she's 2 speed, 2 armor, great weapon, LMG, 80 bullets, headshot machine, you flash people, the flash on steroids, rush sight, they can't do anything. She's really good when played. I like playing her with breach charges, using a Ying on the window and then breaching in. That's something I personally love to do depending on the map and objective. But yeah, Ying is really fun to play. She has a great gadget, great weapon, like I've said many times. She's really underrated and slept on, so you should get your hands on Ying. I think the thing about these operators well on this list is the way you play him. Yes, your first hour of experience on an operator might be bad. That doesn't necessarily mean the operator is bad. I think certain operators take a time to get used to them, learn how to play them, so on so on. And I think that's with all these operators like knock. Like, you do need to learn how knock is played, as well as Ying and so on so on. But coming in the number 1 spot is gridlock. Pretty much all the comments on my community posts said gridlock. So gridlock is number 1. Most slept on operator in Rainbow Six Siege goes to gridlock. Great LMG, great gadget. She's not seen too much, but I honestly think that's just because she's kind of overshadowed by Nomad. But having the LMG with God knows how many bullets, not having to reload. I mean, obviously you have to reload at some point, but you know, there's all of us, we shoot 5 bullets in LMG and we're like, reload. When we don't have to, okay? Just, I know it's tempting, but her gadget is amazing. Having 3 track stingers, which cover the entire football pitch, is amazing. Cover every stairs, cover every flank. They can't do anything. It does 10 damage as well. Nomad, you walk into Nomad, you fly away, you're back up. Track stingers actually do damage. Although, yes, you're not gonna, you know, as a defender, you're not gonna walk up and go, oh, look at those sparks, I might just walk into them. No, you're not gonna do that. So I guess the 10 damage doesn't really make any difference, but they do damage. Okay, it's just something to say it's better than Nomad. But the thing with Nomad as well is if you can get in a position where you can shoot her nomad charge, you shoot it, you run all the way around. Whereas with a gridlock, you have to shoot every single track stinger to get up those stairs. Your bullets will make noise, the metal breaking will make noise. So I guess in that sense, like think of cafe top floor. I think gridlock is better than a nomad in that situation on that map attacking you top floor. Because when the defenders are in a tight space and have to walk up the stairs, they are going to have to shoot the track stingers, because I know in some spots you can literally shoot one track stinger and get around it, but in a tight space where you are having to walk up the stairs, you do need to shoot all of them, and that's going to make a lot of noise. So that's just a definite no of the defenders flanking. I think the reason she doesn't get picked too much is because her obviously being a free armor, no one wants to play a 1-speed in this game. But other than that, her gadget is amazing, her loadout is amazing. Having the super shorty as well, don't even get me started. You can open hatches, open murder holes for sound. She is good. I think she's underrated, but she is good. We all have a bit of love for gridlock, don't deny it. But yeah, those are my top 5 slept on operators, mainly based on what you guys were saying. I know Mute was a bit of a weird one to see on here, but he is good, he does get seen a bit, but I think Mute does deserve a bit more love, so he is on this list as well as the other 4. But if you enjoyed this type of video, and then let me know in the comments down below, let me know what you think of this list. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and goodbye.